everyone. My name is Sarah Dolinsky, and I am a registered nurse and in the MSN program for nursing leadership at the University of Texas at Arlington. And I'd like to present a book review that I did for this class. The book was on leadership conversations. It was by Alan Burson and Richard Stiglitz. And about the authors. So Alan Burson is a business executive who has experience with companies such as Merrill Lynch, Gillette, Bausch & Lomb, and he's practiced executive coaching and is a leadership professor. He has his certificate in leadership coaching, which is the CLC, from Georgetown, and has a certification from the International Coaching Federation as a professional certified coach. He also has experience teaching and coaching at Georgetown. Richard Stiglitz has a PhD in nuclear engineering and served in the United States Navy as an officer who refueled nuclear submarines. His experience in leadership includes vice president of a software company. He built his own consulting company and has written books on personal and business change and mergers and acquisitions. He is well versed in the topic of leadership due to his extensive background and his countless public speaking events he has done on this topic. The target audience for this book is intended for any individual who is currently in a leadership role or who wants to pursue a leadership role. Anyone from entry level to executives. The purpose, or the overall purpose of this book, is to teach someone how to engage in conversations to help develop better leadership skills. It sets the readers up to master the 4 different types of conversations that a person needs confidence in as a leader, which I've outlined right here. Relationship building, decision making, action taking, and involving others. The book puts ideas in place on holding key conversations to develop leadership skills and help those that follow be successful as well, or those followers to be successful as well. There are 6 sections of this book. The first section helps the reader grasp the concept of leadership and what kind of traits and qualities are found in an effective leader. The second section details the rules on building relationships and how to get others to follow. It talks about good communication, listening, acknowledging feelings, and being open to change and diversity. The third section has specifics on how conversations can help a leader form and grow other leaders. The fourth section talks about how to have conversations to make sound decisions. It includes making judgments, asking good questions to be able to make a good decision, and embracing change for effective leadership. The 5th section is conversations for action and includes motivation tactics, planning guidelines, how to fail successfully, and getting through hard times. The last section engages in leadership conversations at the top of the management chain, such as Chief Experience Officers and Chief Executive Officers. The strengths of this book focuses on transformational type leadership because it develops relationships rather than focusing on only task-oriented solutions. It helps the reader differentiate between a leadership type mindset versus a management type mindset. The book also discusses how leaders can effectively develop others into succession with the right conversation, and talks about emotional intelligence and how it helps build rapport and make sound decisions. Another strength of the book is it gives good examples of actual conversations held by leaders. The use of graphs and tables make the information easy to read and remember. There's also an online portion with 2 assessments the reader can utilize that make this book more interactive. One of the shortcomings of this book is that it is very repetitive. Another instance is some of the examples do not include a rationale and leave you guessing. For example, in chapter 3, the executive who was really focused on transactional management but could not realize that this was his problem found a solution for change, but how this was done and why was very vague. It would be helpful to understand the why behind the decision that was made. It would also be helpful to have a step-by-step guideline on how to actually start these conversations. The book achieved the objectives because it focuses on the transformational type leadership style rather than transactional, and it shows how good interactions with followers can lead to personal and professional satisfaction. The objective was to give the reader tips on how to conduct different types of conversations to become a better leader. Each section gives examples of the type of conversations to have and an example of a leader experience. For instance, in chapter 7, there's a great example of starting a conversation with a high potential manager. It focuses on the conversation, on telling the high potential manager about themselves, and then allowing that person to also reply so you build a good rapport. I do recommend this book for all entry-level leaders and leaders who find themselves in a rut with innovation and vision. This book claims to help individuals gain skills and knowledge such as learning, emotional intelligence, developing goals and motivation in others, training others for succession, helping others celebrate success, making sound decisions, differentiating facts, developing a vision, and helping others believe in the principles of organization. As I read this book, I found that I gained this knowledge and now feel more confident to conduct these types of conversations as I progress in a leadership role. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.